This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big section semifinal and final games including Clayton Valley and Dougherty Valley. Riordan battles Mitty and De La Salle takes on Campolindo.
Girls hoops with San Ramon Valley and Salesian. Soccer with St. Francis and Mountain View. And the story of the Moreau Catholic basketball player inspired by her sister. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with the CCS Open Division semifinal game. The Riordan Crusaders finished second in the West Catholic League with King Jasani Wilhite leading the Riordan squad into the Open Division tournament.
And both teams won their first two games in the round-robin tournament. This winner of this game will play in the title game Friday night. Sacred Heart Prep beat Riordan back in early December. Aiden Braccia leading the Gators with his 18 points a game. Riordan and Sacred Heart Prep Wednesday night. King Jasani Wilhite and his Riordan Crusaders introduce as they meet Sacred Heart Prep. Here's King early as he drives and floats it home, but this game would be tight the entire way. Here's the Gators sharpshooter Aiden Braccia with a corner tray, and the Southpaw nails it. We're tied at 6. Riordan builds a 5-point lead later in the first, out to Wilhite, and that is a three-pointer from way out, but the Gators are full of sharpshooters. This is Jake York from long range. Third quarter now. Braccia again, 7 3-pointers in the game for Aiden as the Gators have a 5-point lead. Riordan battles back Isaiah Chalo with a pretty three, and we're tied at 42 all. Tenacious defense by the Crusaders. Wilhite gets the steal all the way to the rack for the junior, trying to carry his team to victory. Wilhite again, look at this. King spinning into the lane, up and under, and one. Still, the Gators had a 1-point lead in the fourth. Late fourth quarter now. The shot is off, but there with the offensive boards is Christian Weiss. Straight up for the bucket, and one, and we go to overtime tied at 52. Early OT, a clutch three-pointer by the sophomore Quentin Bundage. Riordan up by 1, 7 seconds to play. The free throw is off, but Riordan gets the rebound and spends some time before the foul, and that was it. So it will be King against the Monarchs in a royal battle for the title. Highlights later in the show.
Jake Vanderbrook in Concord for an NCS semifinal match as number 2 De La Salle takes on number 3 Miramonte. The Spartans get off to a strong start. Great ball movement here as Javon Johnson receives a pass in the corner and buries the triple. 3 of his 10 points in the contest, but the Matadors respond. James Fry working hard in the paint, and the senior gets the bucket to go plus the foul. 15-12 Miramonte at the end of one. Second quarter, and the Matadors pull away. Caden Brezenkar pulls up from beyond the arc, and number 23 banks in the trifecta. My goodness. 31-15 Miramonte at the half, and the Matadors student section is loving it. Third quarter, and the Spartans are showing some life. Jordan Webster drives right to the cup, draws a foul, and you can count the basket. 13 points from number 3. Spartans down 9 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter, Spartans making this game really interesting thanks to this basket by Johnny Semeny. Huge bucket by number 20, 2 of his 13 points. But the final seconds of this game are just flat out insane. Spartans down 2. Alec Blair drives to the basket, gets the shot to go to tie the game at 38. But Miramonte looks to retake the lead. The floater doesn't fall. Spartans grab the rebound. Blair finds Javon Johnson in stride, and the senior lays it in for 2 points before the final buzzer sounds. Unreal! The De La Salle student section storms the court as the Spartans outscore the Matadors 25-7 in the second half to move on to the NCS Open Division Finals.
SI hosting Pinewood in the CCS Open Semis Wednesday evening. Pinewood's El Ladine, get used to that name, starts things off with a hard drive to the basket to get the Panthers on the board first. Wildcats turn. Jacqueline Acosta to Bridget Mahoney, inside to Sunja Elzy, and down low to Claire Antalon, and the Wildcats lead by 1 after a quarter. In the second, El Ladine drives and flips it up to Skylar Chu, who pushes it out to Alex Facello for the shot beyond the arc. Pinewood takes a lead. SI stayed within range. Jacqueline Acosta to Sabrina Ma. She takes a beat before battling her way to the hoop for the layup. Then flip it. This time Sabrina Ma to Jacqueline Acosta, and Acosta launches for three. But Pinewood extends their lead. Shot clock about to expire. Ella Dean creates some space and pops the triple. Panthers lead 32-24 at half. Pinewood keeps it raining threes in the third quarter. Ella Dean drives to make space for Jade Rodriguez to take the shot. She gets the bounce for another three. Then, hey, what's one more? Ella Dean again drives in and this time hits Kylie Cruz for the splash. 11 three-pointers for the Panthers. And once again, Ella Dean drives to the hoop, lays it in, and ends up on the floor, but she pops right back up. A huge double-double for Ella Dean as Pinewood wins their semifinal 61-42.
It's the CCS Open Girls Final number 2, St. Francis meeting number 1, Mountain View on the soccer pitch. Courtney Tay with the highlights. To the first, Mountain View looking to get on the board. Allie Montoya takes the shot, and Allie rockets it home. The Spartans have a 1-0 lead. Now in the 23rd minute, here's Allie Montoya again in transition. Nice footwork here from the Stanford commit, and Allie takes the shot from deep in the corner, and it lands just under the crossbar. What a shot! 2-0 Mountain View. To the second, St. Francis looking for its first goal. Oh, what a move by Brooklyn O'Brien, but the shot lands right outside of the goal, still 2-0 Spartans. Finally, Abby Westcott lines up the free kick. Abby takes the shot and the ball finds the back of the net. Incredible shot to give Mountain View a 3-0 lead. St. Francis scores late, but Mountain View is your CCS Open Final champs. Allie Montoya led the way with 2 goals.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a wrap produced by the great folks at the Rikus Center.
The players chosen from their performances in last week's games. Here are the Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Oh yeah, Rikus Center, 49ers Cal High. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Here's a young lady hooper who ain't scared of danger. San Ramon Valley, Sierra Chambers. A sophomore point guard racing to the bucket. Got the skills in crunch time that any coach would covet. With 22 points and 8 assists against Heritage. Her late game heroics are leading the narrative of the Wolves playoff run. Now they face Salesian in the quarterfinal round, looking to prolong their season. Fans wave flags for Jake Skaggs, a dependable scoring machine like he's made by Maytag. To elevate the Eagles with a huge fourth quarter down the stretch, he was leaving. Scoring 19 points, making plays when it count, helping his squad advance to the quarterfinal round. Yes, indeed. 49ers, Cal High, the Rikus Center. Your Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
The Golden State Warriors bring us the Coach of the Week award.
This week's Warriors Coach of the Week is Mitty Girls Soccer Coach JT Hanley. JT was recently named National Girls Soccer Coach of the Year for 2021 by the National Federation of State High School Associations. The honor was recognized at a ceremony held at Mitty this week with the CIF Commissioner Ron Nassetti and CCS Commissioner Dave Grissom. JT Hanley, our Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week. Stanford Healthcare brings us great advice for athletes each week.
Here's 49ers team physician Dr. Tim McAdams with this week's tip.
Even though the anterior cruciate ligament, or ACL, of the knee gets the most attention, MCL, or medial collateral ligament, are much more common injuries and can lead to significant impairment if not treated properly. The MCL protects the knee against valgus stress, in which the lower leg goes outward from the thigh. MCL tears can be graded 1 to 3, with 3 being the most severe. The MCL is outside the knee capsule and has excellent healing potential. Almost all isolated MCL injuries heal well with rest and bracing, and surgery is reserved for only the most severe injuries.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game. It's the NCS Open Division final game with De La Salle and Campolindo.
And the girls from San Ramon Valley take on Salesian. This is 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. Rikers Center's community service program in Menlo Park provides a unique opportunity for you to gain valuable leadership and life skills while working in a diverse and exciting environment. Whether you're looking to complete school service hours, gain relevant experience for a job or college, or immerse yourself in all the Rikers Center has to offer, our community service program gives you the opportunity to engage your community, make meaningful human connections, and learn new skills in athletic fitness, creative arts, and nature awareness. Got goals? Come to the Rikers Center.
Cody!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. I'm crocheting.
I see that.
It started off as a hobby, kind of snowballed from there. And Alex, I don't want to stop.
Well, I don't see why you should have to. Let's set you up with a side gig savings goal on the US Bank mobile app. This way you can turn it into your main hustle before you know it.
You're my hero, Alex.
What are you working on now?
Pool cover.
That's fun.
Oh, I made my wife a bathing suit.
Oh, did Linda like it?
She did not.
Oh.
You should see what I made for Max. Max, look at him. He loves it.
The confidence to make your dream a reality. US Bank. We'll get there together.
For nearly half a century, DevCon Construction has helped build, perform, design, and sustain the dreams of Bay Area schools. DevCon Construction's buildings and fields are the foundation for many of our finest schools. The exceptional quality of our finished product is a huge reason we are ranked as the largest builder in Silicon Valley, and why DevCon gets 95% of its business from repeat customers for future projects. DevCon Construction will continue to build our communities from schools to stadiums. Nearly half a century of quality service and a history of success.
Warriors, established 1946. Get your tickets now at warriors.com.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By US Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. US Bank member FDIC. By Stanford Healthcare. #1 in Northern California in orthopedics. By Cal Hope. Get free COVID-19 stress management tips from Cal Hope. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By SunPower, proud partner of the 49ers. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the SunPower Electric game. As we just saw, the De La Salle Spartans made the final game in dramatic style with an amazing comeback win to make the finals.
The Spartans meeting our #1 team for nearly the entire season, Campolindo Cougars. The Cougars ranked 5th in the state with an amazing 26-1 record and a 20-game winning streak. It's the NCS Open Division Final, and it is our NCS SunPower Electric game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Electric game.
We have a packed house for you in Moraga as #2 De La Salle takes on top seeded Campolindo for the NCS Open Division title. The De La Salle Spartans will look for its 3rd consecutive NCS title. Johnny Semeny is going to be a key player to watch. This senior is very talented on both sides of the ball, but his leadership is what stands out the most, which is one of the reasons why the Spartans came back to beat Miramonte. Meanwhile, Campolindo will look for its first NCS title since 2008. But for Aiden Mahaney and Matt Riddell, one more victory will give these two gentlemen the most amount of wins in program history. It's Campolindo and De La Salle in our NCS SunPower Electric game. Just seconds off the opening tip, the Cougars strike first. Aiden Mahaney with the fadeaway jumper, yes. On the other end, Alec Blair with some phenomenal footwork in the paint. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 18-13 Spartans after 1. More Spartans in the second. Here's Johnny Semeny working inside, finds an opening, gets the bucket to fall. 31-25 Spartans at the half. But the Cougars storm back. Aiden Mahaney drives to the cup, bucket plus the foul. 2 of his 18 points in the ball game. Moments later, how about a Mahaney no-look pass to Matt Riddell inside for 2 points. Nicely done. Late in the third, here's Justin Yastakoshi from the corner. Cash! Campo back in it, and the student section is all fired up. To the fourth, Campo down by 1. Not anymore, thanks to this bucket by Cade Bennett. 46-45 Cougars. Back and forth we go. We cannot forget about this talented young man. Strong drive to the basket by Jordan Webster. But here's the big play of the game. De La Salle down by 1. Final seconds. Blair draws the foul. It's a 1-and-1. Spartans have to make the first free throw to tie the game, but it's off the mark. Campolindo wins its first NCS title since 2008, beating the Spartans 51-50.
Man, it feels unbelievable. We're blessed to be here right now. I mean, holy smokes, the end of that game had my nerves going, but, you know, we really just stayed together as a team. We fought through adversity, and we found a way to get it done.
In Moraga with the NCS Sun Power Electric game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
It's the NCS Open Division semifinal. Number 3 San Ramon Valley meeting number 2 Salesian. Courtney Tate with the highlights to the first. Natalie Pasco off the handoff, 2 dribble, stop and pop. Natalie with the pretty 3-ball. Wolves up 8-2 later. Everything just clicking for SRV. Sophia Bowes with the underhand lay-in and the foul. What a move by the sophomore. 28-14 SRV after 1 second quarter. Salesian chipping away at the lead. Micaiah Asadani to the basket, buries the floater. It's an 8-point game. The Pride with the chance to tie it up at the half, and it's Madeline Kanazawa getting the job done. Sinks the triple. We're tied at 36 to the third. SRV with the 2-point lead. Micaiah Asadani, a nice crossover, nice finish. We're tied back up at 42. Later, Wolves on a scoring run. Sierra Chambers to the basket, goes after her own rebound for the lane. 53-49 SRV. Now in the fourth, San Ramon Valley's lead swelling. Natalie Pasco, tough bucket there. Wolves back up by 8. Finally, SRV looking to put it away. Natalie Pasco out to Allison Stern. Allison sinks the money ball, and the Wolves have their biggest lead of the game, and that'll do it. The Wolves are headed to the Open Division final against Carondelet. Allison Stern led the way with 22 points.
Get ready for the D3 CCS Girls Final with Lincoln and Pioneer. No score first half. Alyssa Hernandez. Corner kick placed nicely to the head of Kennedy Schonauer, but her shot is just wide. Still scoreless, 25th minute. Pioneer on the attack. Mia Boscarino avoids the defenders and fires, but it's off the football goalpost. Later first half, Kennedy Schonauer again with 3 defenders on her, but Alyssa Zarlacki solid in net all night long. Late second half, Pioneer with several late chances. Destiny Twiggs, a left-footed shot, and it's off the crossbar. After 2 overtimes, we go to PKs. Landry Schonauer with a big save early, but Lincoln misses 2 chances, and Pioneer's Maria Lau hits here. It comes down to this. A goal here wins it, and Taylor Farnham gets it done. Farnham and the Mustangs take the 5th seed all the way to the championship, winning the game in a thrilling shootout.
Each week, Albany's Construction brings us a dirty work play. This is a play with the same type of grit and determination shown by the good folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's dirty work play goes to Adam Guarino from Branham High School with the big-time rejection for the Bruins last week. Adam Guarino doing the dirty work just like Albany's Construction. Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, celebrating top cheer and dance teams all around the Bay Area.
This week, we feature the dance team from Archbishop Mitty.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see my me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, he a ball and money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat.
Coming up, a tense D1 boys semifinal game with Dougherty Valley and Moreau Catholic.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for boys basketball.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month. This is definitely one of the best investment we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Kids these days, they're curious, creative, kind, and resilient. A generation of tolerant givers and doers, kids these days are redefining what it means to show their true colors and shine bright. At Clover the Rainbow, we're committed to powering their brilliance with nutritious, organic, American Humane certified dairy and teaching them the importance of eating all the colors of the rainbow. Clover the Rainbow, power your brilliance.
From the beginning, Miramonte Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Miramonte worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Miramonte works for me.
Miramonte works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Miramonte Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Since 1974, there's been just one goal. One thing we work for. The pursuit binds us together and pushes us forward. One family with one mission. To win for this city. Vamos, San Jose.
Wow. No braces, everything's hands-free. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is faster than braces, and the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors, Invisalign.
We are the Daily South Spartans, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
We are back with another semifinal game from the NCS. This one was a thriller with the top-seeded Dougherty Valley Wildcats taking on the fifth-seeded Moreau Catholic Mariners.
Yeah, two very talented teams. The Wildcats feature the Bay Area's leading scorer, Ryan Beasley. The Mariners are a scrappy bunch with Matthew Villanueva, their leading scorer. A tight, hard-fought semifinal game played on Tuesday night.
Adrian Soriano in San Ramon as Moreau Catholic takes on Dougherty Valley in the NCS D1 semi. Ryan Beasley was cooking for the Wildcats. Ryan making it splash for three. Here's Ryan on the fast break, and Ryan's step back three-pointer is money in the bank. 19-8 Wildcats after one. You just saw Ryan on offense. Here's Ryan on defense now as he swats the ball away. Oh my word. Moreau looking to keep this game close. Trey Knight fires and hits the mid-range jumper, but the Wildcats come right back with another Ryan Beasley jumper as Dougherty Valley takes a 39-24 lead at the half. Trey Knight trying to will the Mariners back in this game. Trey going to the hoop and getting the tough layup to fall. 51-40 Dougherty after three. Fourth quarter now, and it's Knight over to Matthew Villanueva for Moreau's first three-pointer of the game. It's a 7-point game. Now it's Villanueva going to the rack for the layup as the Mariners take a 58-56 lead. Here's Knight with the ball, and Troy Area drills the step-back jumper. 63-58 Moreau, but the Wildcats drilled their free throws to pull within one. Then Ryan Beasley nails this free throw here to give Dougherty a 1-point lead. 2 seconds left, and Labrie Goodilly passes to Knight. Here's the shot to force overtime, and it's off the mark. Dougherty Valley survives and moves on to the NCS D1 final, where they will take on Clayton Valley. Highlights of that game later on in the show.
Here come the top-seeded Monte Vista Mustangs taking on the second-seed James Logan. The Colts out in front early. Arshia Ranjidkar with 3 first-quarter threes for the Colts, but Monte Vista keeping it close. Nia Coleman diving into the lane and tossing it in, all part of a fast-paced, high-scoring first quarter. Logan's Kiara White tossing it way up and in. 19-16 Colts near the end of the first. The Mustangs take the lead here. It's Coleman again, this time with a baseline pull-up jumper. Later in the second, the Colts keep it tight, toss it into White with a nice lefty hook. The Mustangs build a lead late in the second. Maya Mabanag works into the lane, a little ball fake, and hits the shot, but Logan closes the gap seconds before the half. Simone Murray, a long three. She nails it. It's a 6-point Monte Vista lead at the half. Big third quarter for the Mustangs. Rachel Grans for three to get it going. Alexis Woodson had a strong game for the Stangs. Woodson with the rebound, basket, and one. And now toss it to the corner for Sarah Brands, and the senior captain makes it a 12-point Monte Vista lead. Great play here by Serena Nagra, throwing it up and hitting the court for the and one, and let the celebration begin. Lots of smiles for Monte Vista in this week's Invisalign Bright Smile Award. The D1 title goes to the top-seeded Monte Vista Mustangs, led by Coleman and Woodson.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us.
Courtney Tate is here now with the story of sisterly love.
That's right, Robert. For Moreau Catholic's girls basketball star Dominique Maxey, basketball means family, and family means everything.
Junior guard Dominique Maxey spent her entire childhood dedicated to the game of basketball.
I've played basketball since I was in 3rd grade, so it's kind of grown over the years. It's kind of my whole life now. I just go to school, play basketball, go home.
But the role on Dominique's basketball team doesn't compare to her role as a big sister. Dominique is the oldest of 2 sisters, both of who view their big sis as an important role model.
They also look up to me a lot, so they follow a lot of what I do. So I try to keep a good example for them.
The Maxey sisters share a unique bond at home and now on the court. Dominique's younger sister, Riordan, says growing up watching her big sister play inspired her to start playing basketball. Their youngest sibling, Leah, has also recently expressed interest in trading her gymnastics leotard in for basketball shoes.
I think it's fun because I can be able to learn from her and, be there for her when she's down. And I feel like it's fun watching her play and being her biggest supporter.
I actually grew up around basketball. I was basically born in a basketball gym. So me watching them play is actually making me want to play.
But this tight-knit family unit was tested over the years. At 2 years old, Riordan was diagnosed with a genetic disorder called long QT, resulting in her first open heart surgery at 2 years old and another just 3 years ago.
Basically, the short, simple way to say it is her heart over and under fires at times. So instead of her body trying to fight back and pump her heart faster, it shuts down.
Dominique recalls the fear she felt as she found her baby sister unconscious prior to the diagnosis.
Most of the times when she would pass out, I think I was the one to find her, but I was really young, so I didn't really know what was happening. Most of the time I probably thought she was just sleeping or stuff like that, but it was scary.
Now in her junior season, Dominique dedicates her entire basketball career to playing for her sister. She's able to bring the same level of intensity to every practice and game because she's playing for her sister's heart.
I dedicated to her a lot because when she was little, she had heart problems and she wasn't supposed to be here today. So now that she is here, I want to show her that if she keeps her mind to something, she can do it.
Now that Riordan has recovered, her mom found it difficult to allow her to play basketball. She says she had to rely heavily on her faith to make that decision.
That was the hardest thing. I did a lot of prayer. And then I had to think about if I was her and I was being held back, because the conversation with the doctor was, okay, well, she's not really musical. Yes, she could do dance. She could possibly do art, which I tried to push her into those categories, but she was just like, it's not really her.
In fact, Riordan says having surgery makes her feel more brave in her everyday life.
I just tell myself, it's a unique thing, I've survived 2 surgeries, so I think it's something to embrace and not to be afraid of.
Dominique is now ending her junior season, looking forward to her final year of high school basketball. She plans to continue her basketball career playing in college. Her sisters tell me they are so excited to watch Big Sis in the NCS Division III final game this week.
And I'm sure the entire family will be there.
All right, each week Wingstop honors Bay Area teachers who do such a great job.
Here's Talana Lopolo from Carondelet talking about her favorite teacher, Mitch Ward.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Ward. I had him for, I think, U.S. history last year. I think he encourages to have an open mind, and it's not just like based off of political opinion. He likes to hear everyone's perspective and thoughts, so it makes it easy to learn.
Once again this season, Wingstop will be giving scholarships at the end of the season, honoring Wingstop owner Terry Blanchard. Terry passed away from COVID in April of 2020. Terry did great work in the community. These scholarships help keep that effort alive.
Coming up, the Mattress Firm Perfect Match. It's the NCS Division I final game as Dougherty Valley battles Clayton Valley.
And the NCS girls soccer final with Carondelet and California. But first, here is this week's Cal Hope mental health tip.
While you're at home, try to limit the high sugar, high fat foods you eat. Your body can develop a habit of eating these foods, making it hard to stop down the line. Practice winning every day by sticking to a healthy diet to help reduce stress and anxiety.
We've got 6 + 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself. 10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch?
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
We've got a problem, America. Junk sleep.
It's what you get from a bed that isn't right for you. Keep calling Kevin Keith. Junk sleep.
Left your laptop on the bus? Junk sleep. Can't straight think? Slunk Jeep. What you need is real sleep. So maybe it's time to ask yourself, did you get out of the wrong side of bed this morning? Or the wrong bed altogether? Mattress Firm. Unjunk your sleep.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, we get it. By Wingstop, sauced and tossed classic wings, crispy tenders, juicy boneless wings. Order them all at wingstop.com. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Reiki Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
In our last segment, we saw Dougherty Valley advance to the NCS Division I title game with a tough win over Moreau Catholic, the first-seeded Wildcats making it to the section final game to take on second-seeded Clayton Valley.
That's right. The Ugly Eagles with a 10-point semifinal win with outstanding senior Jeremiah Dargan leading the way. Mattress Firm wants to find a perfect match for you and your mattress and then bring us the perfect match every week. The NCS D1 title game is this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match.
Jason Zimmer being introduced as number 2 Clayton Valley collides with top-seeded Dougherty Valley for the NCS D1 title. First quarter, Ryan Beasley drives in, pulls up, and hits the long 2. He's really good. Moments later, Jeremiah Dargan pulls up from way downtown and buries the trifecta. Good look, great shot. Still in the first, the Ugly Eagles turn defense into offense as James Moore records the steal and goes the other way for 2 points. 14-8 Ugly Eagles after 1. If you leave Ryan Beasley a little bit of space, he's going to make you pay. Like this triple, 3 of his 43 points in the ball game. But Clayton Valley keeps its foot on the gas. Jake King working hard in the post. He finishes with the left-hand layup plus the foul. 31-19 Clayton Valley at the half. The Wildcats look to claw back to the start of the third quarter. How about a step-back three-pointer from Connor Sevilla? Splash! 3 of his 16 points. Just seconds later, Ugly Eagles moving the rock around. How about a catch and shoot from Jason Zimmer? Cash! 17 points for number 5. Late in the third, J. King goes right to the basket, puts up a shot, doesn't go, grabs his own rebound, still no good. Third time's a charm. Bucket plus the foul. Gotta love the effort from this young man. Clayton Valley up 10 after 3. Dougherty Valley keeps on fighting. Sevilla finds Chris Falgren in the corner. Money! But the Ugly Eagles stand tall. Zimmer finds James Moore. Number 4 draws a little pump fake and drills the three-pointer. Clayton Valley wins its first NCS title in program history, beating Dougherty Valley 76-71.
It's great to see our team come together and win like this. It's always a team effort, and there's not one person into it. And our coaching staff, of course, is the main focus here. We've battled from a lot of adversity over the year, and it's been great to see our team succeed like this.
CCS D4 title on the line as Harker takes on Menlo. Adrian Soriano here with the highlights. The Eagles looking good early. Claire Miao passes to Angela Yella, who pulls up and hits the mid-range jumper. Menlo on offense now as Angelica Chow passes to Karen Shin, who shoots and scores for 3. It's tied up at 13 after 1. Second quarter now, and Shin kicks it out to Shannon Lee, who makes it splash from deep. 25-24 Menlo at the half. Harker enters back in the second half. Isabella Lowe passing inside to Grace Hong, who drills it from close range. Now how about some Harker defense? Lowe gets the steal and goes the distance to lay it in. 30-28 Eagles, but the Knights come right back. Shin steps back for 3. It falls, and it's tied up at 33 after 3. Fourth quarter now, and it's Angela Yella firing and hitting another Harker three-pointer, but the Knights jump ahead. Lee over to Shin, who makes it splash all the way from Stanford. It's a 5-point game. Now it's Chow driving to the hoop and getting the floater to go as the Menlo Knights win the CCS Division IV title, the 6th CCS title in program history. Karen Shin leading the charge with 18 points.
NCS Division I final as the Carondelet Cougars host the California Grizzlies. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Late first, Lauren Kenny working the defender, shoots in the box, and Lizzie Branham is there for the redirect. Cougars up 1-0 at the half. Early second, Cougars looking to add, but Armes Layla makes a beautiful full extension save to keep it 1-0. Halfway in the second, Joy Castleman shows her speed as she blows past the defense, shoots, and scores, giving Carondelet a 2-0 lead. A few minutes later, Cougars on the attack again. Annalise Justo nutmegs her defender, passes to Branesh, who rockets a shot into the net and scores her second goal of the night. What a shot! The final whistle blows and the Cougars run on the field to celebrate. The Carondelet Cougars are the NCS Division I champions for the second time in the past 3 tournaments. Congratulations, Coach Apodaca.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, celebrating young people who donate their time to do good work in their communities.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Tyler Dudo. Tyler is a senior on the Miramonte boys basketball team. Tyler is an Eagle Scout, and one of his projects was to work with a group called Downtown Streets Team, a nonprofit organization providing a pathway to help homeless people get back on their feet. Tyler tells us what it means to give back.
It means a lot. I mean, I know that I'm fortunate to grow up in a good situation, and I feel like it's important for us all to help each other. So I feel like it's a little bit of my responsibility to help give back.
This season, Gallo Salami will help us find top recruits and find out where they stand in the recruiting process.
This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Trey Knight from Moreau Catholic. Trey currently has an offer from University of San Diego and will be traveling for visits to Rice and Southern Utah in the next few weeks. Trey plans to make a final decision by the April signing window. Coming up, it's the NCS Open Division Final for girls as San Ramon Valley takes on Carondelet.
And more CCS boys hoops action as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank rolls along.
Welcome back to our NBC Sports studios. It all comes down to this: the girls Open Division title game in the NCS, with East Bay League rivals Carondelet and San Ramon Valley facing off in the final game.
The two teams meeting twice during the season, with each team winning 1 game. The third meeting decides the Open Division title. The game was played at Carondelet Friday night.
NCS Open Division Final as the top-ranked Carondelet Cougars host the 3rd-seeded San Ramon Valley Wolves. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. First quarter, Allison Stern finds a cutting Sierra Chambers, uses the backboard, and gets the basket. Late first, both teams are trading shots. Talana Lopolo gets the steal and the bucket as the first ends. Cougars up 15-12. Mid-second, Valentina Ortiz on the fast break decides to pull it from three and gets the bank shot to fall. A few plays later, Natalie Pasco from the corner drains the triple. Cougars still lead 33-26 at the half. In the third, Stern finds Chambers again, and the hook shot off the glass is good. But the Cougars show why they're ranked number 1. Nia Epps gets a steal, goes behind the back, and scores a layup. Carondelet jumps to a 12-point lead at the end of 3. It was all Cougars in the fourth. Jamie Kent with the rebound, finds Ortiz behind the arc, and extends the big lead. The Cougars hold the lead until the final buzzer, and fans rush the court. Cougars get the win over East Bay League rival San Ramon Valley Wolves. Carondelet now has a total of 15 NCS girls basketball championships since 2003.
Adrian Soriano in Gilroy as Christopher takes on Lynbrook for the CCS D2 title. This game was close throughout. Ricky Becker over to Tubene Ezeokeki, who gets the floater to go. Lynbrook fires back. Nikhil Narasimhan drives and finishes the lay-in. 6-5 Vikings in the lead. More Vikings in the first as Kishav Manem fights for the offensive glass and gets the second chance points. 17-11 Lynbrook after 1. Christopher answers back in the second. Ezeokeki dishes to Ricky Becker, and the senior captain drills it from downtown. Now it's EJ Ufenui going to the hoop and laying it in plus the foul. It's tied up at 35 at the half. Second half now when Manem kicks it out to Derek Kai for 3. 44-37 Vikings, but the Cougars answer with a Becker three-point bomb. 49-47 Christopher. Lynbrook reclaims the lead in the fourth. Jonathan Fu's step back 3 is money in the bank. 54-52 Vikings. Then it's Arthur Zhu kicking it out to Narasimhan for another Lynbrook three-pointer. Now to finish it off, it's Narasimhan over to Avik Duda for the bucket as the Lynbrook Vikings win the CCS Division II title, the first CCS title in program history. Narasimhan leading all scorers with 24 points.
Once again this season, Valley Health Plan and the San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. This week's Girls Soccer Player of the Week is Mitty's Jordan Geis. Jordan with a 2-goal game for the Monarchs last week.
The Boys Player of the Week is Elkin Villalobos. Elkin had 2 spectacular goals for the Warriors in their game last week. Each week, the Harker School helps us honor top scholar athletes. This week's Harker Scholar athlete is Clay Nafziger from Campolindo. Clay is awesome on the court and in the classroom with a 3.91 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. The middle school communities celebrate Tuesdays on Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022, wearing tutus to commemorate the rare calendar occasion. Many students also wore special t-shirts to promote Harker's upcoming Cancer Walk fundraiser. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, our second SunPower Electric game. It's the CCS Open Division final game as Pinewood takes on Mitty.
And the CCS Division I soccer final as Branham takes on top-seeded Watsonville. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
If we build this, all the players and fans will magically appear. I call it the Field of Fame. Of course, I'll have to tear down the garage, fill in the pool, and lose the trees. So can I get a loan?
So as your friend, I love it, but as your banker, not so much.
Let me talk to the friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
No, my kids aren't going to college. They're going to work at the stadium.
Our kids are going to college. Football's back, and so are the fans.
My wife wants to build a college.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
My name is Gary Reiches, and I'm the Executive Director and founder of the Reiches Center for Human Enhancement. Anyone can come regardless of their ability to pay and perform, and anyone is as important as anyone could possibly be. The staff here are the thing. So it's not me, and it's not the facility. The staff is what implements those values and helps the people make progress. So as a service organization that's trying to help someone accomplish their goals, I couldn't be prouder of what we're doing.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, What's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months, a year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Back to the CCS playoffs now with the girls' open division game with rivals Pinewood and Mitty. These two teams are always among the Bay Area's very best with classic games played between the two over the years.
Yeah, lots of history there. Coming into this game, Mitty is ranked #1 in the state. Pinewood is #5. Two great teams with great players in our CCS SunPower Electric game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Electric game.
The road to a CCS Open Division Championship ends here at Kaiser Permanente Arena in Santa Cruz. Some key players to watch for both teams. For Mitty, watch out for sensational sophomore Morgan Chelly. Morgan is averaging 15 points a game for the Monarchs. For Pinewood, it's Washington-bound senior El Ladine. El is averaging 23 points and 15 rebounds for the Panthers this season. Will Mitty reclaim the CCS Open Division title, or will Pinewood make it 2 in a row? Let's find out in our CCS SunPower Electric game.
I just talked about El Ladine, and here she is taking the pass from Kaylee Cruz, and the Washington-bound senior connects from three-point land. Mitty comes right back. The first shot is off, but Haley Hernandez gets the offensive board, then passes to Michaela Moore for the mid-range jumper. On the other end now, Gabrielle Harris over to Tatiana Colaza for 3. 16-15 Pinewood after 1. Second quarter now, and Hernandez dishes it to Morgan Chelly in the corner, and Morgan hits for 3. 20-16 Mitty. The Monarchs looking for more, but Ladine gets the steal and goes the distance for the lay-in. 29-26 Pinewood Panthers at the half. Pinewood stretches that lead in the second half. Jade Ramirez over to Ladine, who fires and hits for another Panther three-pointer. Now it's Ladine passing it ahead to Alex Vasello, who lays it up and in. It's 42-30 Pinewood, but the Monarchs go on a 13-0 run. Chelly over to Moore in the paint, and Michaela gets the lay-in for 2. Now it's Moore kicking it out to UTSA-bound senior Sienna Gudadaro, and Sienna hits from deep. 43-42 Mitty after 3. Mitty keeps it rolling in the fourth. Chelly over to Michaela Moore, who lays it up and in. Now it's Moore driving to the hoop and laying it up and in one more time. It's a 6-point Monarch lead. Now it's Noemi Barreto over to Moore for a Mitty 3. As the Monarchs win the CCS Open Division title, the 30th CCS title in program history. Here's Michaela Moore talking about what this title means to her.
You know, it's just a step. We're going for NorCal, we're shooting for state, so CCS is just the first step of that whole journey. We trusted our coach through the journey, and we're gonna keep going.
In Santa Cruz with the CCS SunPower Electric game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
It's a packed house for the CCS Open Boys Final number 2. Watsonville facing off against top-seeded Branham. Courtney Tay with the highlights. First half, Watsonville puts the shot up, but look at this save from Alton Acosta to keep the game scoreless. Later, Branham trying to get on the board. The shot goes up, but Edgar Angel chases it down. We're still scoreless at the half. Second half, Watsonville in transition. Saw Valencia to Antonio Alvarado, and Antonio volleys it home. Incredible shot. 1-0 Wildcats. To the 19th minute, Yahir Alcantara finds Lombardo Flores. Lombardo off his head to the back of the net. That is just textbook. 2-0 Watsonville. Later in the second, Branham taking it out in the corner. The ball still live, and Julian Parra gets a piece of it, scoring the Bruins' first goal. 2-1 Watsonville. Finally, Branham with the chance at the equalizer, but look at this save from Angel Edgar. Are you kidding? Watsonville's a CCS Open champs, even scoring night by the Wildcats.
Coming up, CCS Open Division Boys Final as Mitty takes on Riordan.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Power Rankings for girls basketball.
Back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium with the CCS Open Division title game. Earlier, we saw the Riordan Crusaders advance with an overtime win in the semifinals. King Dasani Wilhite leads the Crusaders, averaging 28 points a game.
Mitty is led by dynamic junior Derek Sangster. The Monarchs beat the Crusaders twice this year in the West Catholic League play. Could Mitty make it 3 in a row? Here's highlights from the game played on Friday night.
The Riordan student section making the trip to Santa Cruz for the CCS Open Final. Adrian Soriano here with the highlights. King Jasani Wilhite was feeling it for the Crusaders. Wilhite making a splash from Capitola Beach. Now it's Marcellus Edwards over to Jasir Wencher for 3. It's there! 15-9 Riordan after 1. Mitty looking to answer back in the second. Tyler Jones passing it ahead to Aiden Burke, who gets the lay-in plus the foul. 17-14 Crusaders. But the King comes right back with a 3-point bomb in the corner. It's gotta be the shoes. Here's Wilhite again taking the pass from Edwards and hitting another shot from deep. 32-21 Riordan Crusaders at the half. The Monarchs starting the second half strong. Burke with the ankle breaker and the lay-in. Ooh! But the Crusaders respond at the other end. Edwards going coast to coast to lay it up and in, plus the foul. Time winding down now as Edwards dishes to Achilles Whitson in the corner. Splash at the buzzer! It's a 12-point Crusader lead after 3. Mitty looking for one last push. Burke kicks it out to Jones for 3. It's there, but Riordan puts the exclamation point. Antonia Busateri with a pretty move and the bucket as Riordan beats Mitty for the first time in 2 years and wins the CCS Open Division title, the 16th CCS title in school history, and the first since 2018.
The captains in midfield as Redwood hosts Richmond boys NCS D2 title game. Jacob Smith running into the box for Redwood, but coming out strong is Diego Alberon. 56 minutes, still scoreless. Matt Jessen striking a bending ball on net, but another fine save by Alberon. 61st minute, Richmond's Alexis Casillas with a free kick into the box. A dangerous ball, but a terrific leaping save by Jackson Walker. Final moments of regulation, still scoreless. Jessen sends it in front off the keeper, but saving the day is Jason Sante. We go to overtime where a golden goal would win it. Richmond's NCO Sardans with a rocket, but coming out to bat it away is Walker. Second OT, Jessen sends it ahead perfectly to Dave Mazariegos, who slams it just inside the far post, and that's the winner, and let the celebration begin. Mazariegos giving the Giants the NCS D2 title.
Each week this season, Meriwest Credit Union brings us athletes, giving credit to those people who have made their success happen.
Here's Adrian Delana from St. Ignatius basketball, giving credit to his parents.
I really credit all my, just playing basketball to my parents. They've been with me, stuck with me no matter what, always supported me, driving me to practices, and, I credit everything to them. They raised me, they made me who I am today.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week we show you the Be Happy play.
This week's Be Happy play goes to the De La Salle Spartans, down 16 points at the half. The Spartans stage an epic comeback to win, and they were pretty happy about it. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week. I think it's going to be this play, but you're going to have to wait to find out.
But first, here is this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach Justin. For today's training tip, we're going to go with a trap bar jump. Tyler's going to stand in the middle of the bar, and he's going to pick the bar up with a flat back here. He's going to stand straight up. To initiate the movement, he's going to drop down and jump as high as he can and land in an athletic stance here. Go again. If this is difficult for you, I recommend using a kettlebell instead.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week award. All the winners vying for the Play of the Year and the coveted championship belt.
First, we'll show you some contenders and then name this week's Play of the Week.
We only have time for one play, and here it is. It's Angel Edgar with a brilliant save for Watsonville to keep the lead intact. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Angel Edgar with a brilliant save for the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Stay right there for highlights from section title games from the Sac Joaquin section on 49ers Sac High Sports.